Howdy, name's Rainfall. When last we convened about the idea of working in construction, I talked about how construction site culture sucks a lot. I made a video called Construction Site Culture Sucks So Much, and it has been viewed a little bit. I've gotten a lot of comments on it, and I appreciate those comments. I always read all the comments on all my videos. Um, and there's been a lot of agreement from those comments with how working in construction does suck a lot. But the point of the video was not just to say that construction itself is a bad industry to work in. The people themselves are bad to work with, and that was the point that I was trying to get across. And this is true for any job, any career path that you get into. The people are what make the job problematic. It's not the task itself, it's just having to put up with these douchebags. And if you're a people person, or if you can just look past all of them, or maybe you get along with everybody on a job site, maybe they're your family. I mean, who knows? That doesn't necessarily mean it's good, but it gives you a higher chance. The construction career path is not bad at all. It's got a variety of advantages to it, I believe, over a lot of other career choices. And I was going to kind of sit here and list them off for you so that I'm not quite portraying the construction industry as a whole in a bad light. Because really, truthfully, if you can work well with your coworkers and deal with the problems that they present, you can definitely enjoy this industry if this provides the type of benefits that you look for in a career path. The easiest thing that I can list right off the bat is that this job doesn't matter what trade you get into, whether you're like me, an electrician, or you're plumbing or sheetrocking or framing or painting or any of the other different steps and facets of building a building. It's easy to get into a rhythm and just grind with it. Just do your thing and not have to think too much, not have to make a whole bunch of decisions upon which rides the fate of the universe. It's not a job that prevents you from getting comfortable and just going with the flow. It is great about being able to come into work, you know what you're going to do, you've done it several hundred times, several thousand times, several hundred times. You've done it a lot. And so you can just get out there and do it and relax and get into the groove. And construction doesn't matter the trade you're in. You can absolutely do that. And it's freeing to some extent because, I mean, you're going to have stressful days, but there's just a lot of days when you can just come into work and do your job and go home. And I like that aspect of it more than anything else. Just being able to know that I'm competent enough to do the job to some extent, I hope, and just settle into it and do it and go home. Another thing that's really beneficial for working in construction is that you can learn so many things while you're out here on the site that you can then go and use outside the site, that you can go and use at your house or at grandma's house or at the neighbor's house. I have learned so much stuff besides just working in an electrical system from working on construction sites. I am an electrician, that is what I do, but I know how to patch a sheetrock hole. You know, somebody bashes their head into a wall, I know how to fix that wall. I know how to frame a wall. I know how to put two copper water lines together and solder them together. The one thing I really don't know how to do is lay a brick wall or put down CMU. That evades me to this day, even though I've seen it done so many hundreds of times. I still could not tell you how to even start laying a brick wall. That's about the only thing out here that I don't know how to do besides weld, which I don't even want to know how to do that. That shit scares me so much. I don't want to learn how to weld. I do not want to learn how to immolate myself. Y'all can keep that. I'm going to be over here with my electrical stuff and, being able to do a couple of other things on the side, but patch and sheetrock being the one I'm most proud of, because that example that I gave about bashing your head into a sheetrock wall, making a hole in it, That was me. I've done that. I've bashed my head into a wall, and it was an accident. But anyway, it's nice to be able to have a trade, have a job in which you can learn skills that you could take off the job. That is extremely valuable to me. Um, Also, working in construction, where you're going to different projects around the town or around your county, around your state, into other states. You're always somewhere new. You'll spend some time at a job site, but you're never going to be anchored to that one job site for the duration of your career. If you can get onto the job sites and not be working in the office for your construction contractor, you can go places and see things. I have been to uh, BMW factory in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I've been to the Fort Jackson in South Carolina. I have been to all kinds of warehouses all around Savannah and Pooler and just the general right here around Savannah in Georgia. I've been to Jacksonville, Florida. I've been to Columbia, South Carolina. I've been to Charleston, South Carolina to work in a factory. uh, you don't have four beige walls that you have to suffer through for the rest of your working life. You have some variety. There's no monotony to your work site that will remain forever. Sure, you may work 2 or 3 months at a job and be like, "All right, I'm ready to go." We still got 8 more months on this project. Damn it! But you're not going to be there for 50 years, and that's awesome to me because I get bored so freaking easily. I would rather be take two pencils and shove them in my eyes than to have to deal with working at the same spot for the rest of my life. I can't stand boredom and monotony. That it makes me so upset to think that I'm stuck here, I'm stagnant, I've plateaued, I'll never move from this spot. This is where I live for the rest of my life. That is a nightmare to me. And being able to work in construction insulates me against that problem that I would not be able to handle. I'm very happy to be able to have the opportunity to work in so many different buildings around the area, and I I can't imagine having to get a job where I'm stuck in the same spot. I've done it before. Like I say, I worked at a supermarket before I started working in construction, and I was a grocery manager, and it sucked because for 2 years it was aisles 1 through 12. The only entertainment I got out of it was antagonizing my coworkers with drawing zebras everywhere. I've talked about that in a video before. uh, that was it was terrible to have to be in the same spot with no end in sight. And construction gives you, a way to escape that. And the only other thing I can think about is something I just mentioned: the people. The thing that make this industry not fun to work in could also be the thing that makes it fun to work in, because they could provide a source of entertainment. I don't want to make them sound inhuman. Like, I don't want to, objectify my coworkers, make them seem like livestock or something. But because I've met some very good friends in this industry, some of my best friends have worked for this company or still do work for this company, and I value them a lot, not just as someone for me to laugh at, but as, you know, people that I really enjoy spending time with outside of work. But even if you can't have that relationship with everybody on your job site, just let out a big ass belch while you're walking by them in the hallway on the first floor of your job site and see what happens. I'm telling you, they'll scatter like bowling pins. It is the funniest damn thing. Singing? You belt out a couple stanzas of your favorite hymnal, and you'll have people throwing water bottles at you, wrenches, their mother, all kinds of stuff. It's funny. Maybe that's just my personality. It's definitely my personality. But the people that you're working with, if you play your cards right, not changing yourself to adapt to your situation and to adapt to the people around you like a damn chameleon. It's not what I'm saying. But if you approach it with the right mindset, the biggest problem with the industry could actually be the best thing about it. You just gotta overlook the problems and, as a pastor once told me, chew the chicken and spit out the bones. I won't say why he said that. Pastors are weird like that. But anyways, I just wanted to make a follow-up to the construction site culture sucks so much video, because while it absolutely does, there's still definitely some benefits to working in this industry that I wanted to convey as best as I could with 20 minutes left of the lunch break. But I do thank you for watching. I do thank you for commenting on the videos. Like I said, I do read every comment on every video. Most of them have been very positive and very uplifting and very encouraging too. I enjoy being on the job site, and I'll be wiring up a receptacle or something. I'll hear that ding in my pocket, and I'm like, next time I go on break, I'm going to see if somebody commented on the video, and I'll go to lunch break. And like today, I came out on lunch break, I had about 11 comments, and it's just so fun to read some of the crazy stuff people say, or some of the insight that people can give, or some of the insults people can give, which is hilarious. Like that Tom McDonald's Biggest Mistake short, which was supposed to be funny because I was goofing around about Tom McDonald, being named what he is, and because I like the guy and I like his music. But some people thought, oh my goodness, he's slandering Tom McDonald because he dared to suggest that he is not Jesus Christ himself. Dislike the video, make evil comments. Oh my God, you're the worst. It's still entertaining to read the stupid comments on that video. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and head out because I'm hungry as hell. Y'all have a magnificent day.